a live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Wisconsin Badgers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Badgers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns it. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Joseph from the gun on third down. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Spartans offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches, and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Quick spin on the run. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. In the red area, it's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him,
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Spartans. Fitted in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TD.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Joseph. Out of the backfield, he's open.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Spartans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Joseph. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Sparty. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll move the tight end. Joseph on the play action. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot. You're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Throwing Joseph. Sets up the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. After one quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Send the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That is just an inexcusable offensive penalty. A delay of game in this situation makes the 3rd and goal that much tougher. He wants it all. Touchdown, Badgers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 70, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got it in the middle. It's McCray. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense set for a first down play. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get and make some extra yards after the
motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
Finding some room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Nah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find.
Snags it, and he's open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Edwards. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
He's got him in the flat. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap from the gun on third down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Spartan!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Joseph. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Kearney. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a good-looking run there, and if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throwing Joseph, looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Makes the catch. It's McCray. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's McCray. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. On the move, it's Edwards. Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Joseph. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Badgers are in the hurry-up.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Motion from the back. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Quarterback making checks. Running the red zone. It's Jackson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Throwing Joseph. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys?
All right, Holly. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The run inside. It's Edwards. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 17 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Edwards. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Joseph. He's got the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game, that's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Jackson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Jackson. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Touchdown, Badger! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Find space on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Spartans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Off the boot, looking for his man. That's caught. It's Edwards. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Pulls it on the option. Maybe some room here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And his throw is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. And the Spartans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And they're able to make the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running inside, it's Edwards. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Quarterback running on the draw. Makes him past the marker. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that they will take off and run, it has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throwing Joseph. Flips it out on the screen.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Badgers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill, because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Joseph. Here comes the heat. Got it set up on the outside. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to third and manageable. They dial up the
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Using his legs, it's Edwards. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. The interesting is
this will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Took it back to the house, and now they're right on their heels.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's McCray. At midfield, he's got room. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
That last completion was not exactly what they had in mind. Going backwards, they'll try to convert on 3rd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Rushes on him. Buried before he completes.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Sparty. He got it, feet down in bounds.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the point after is good.
41, Wisconsin, 31.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this.
He's loose. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing Joseph. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Sends it back in motion. Joseph from the gun on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
After that incompletion on third down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Joseph to throw for it on fourth. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Catch in the middle. It's McCray. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. On the run, it's Edwards. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Joseph. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to pound their way in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And now they'll be able to stop the clock just one more time. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Throwing Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Brooks.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they get him down short of the first down marker. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory.